I wanted to get on here briefly. First of all, I love you so much in Jesus' name. Um, Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. It's about 3:47 a.m. and I was watching a video, very informative. Now I'm going to be as delicate with this as I can, so forgive me if you know, maybe you think I'm coming off in a certain way with this, but I'm gonna be as delicate with this situation as I can, because this is involving women, and this is involving hairstylists and women hair and things of that. First of all, I respect women. I think you're all beautiful, and you're all the Lord's creation. Okay, that's the first thing. Got the saying, black queens, and us as men kings. I love all black queens. I love all of humanity's women. I respect what the Lord has created. Okay. So I seen a video. Our lady, it was a little show she got. She got a good channel. If you know her, you know. But she was talking about how she paid a lot of money to get her hair done. Now, I know women who do hair, and matter of fact, I just came from a place that was actually really in the vicinity of where I was at, and I know they do good work because I see a lot of their customers come back, and I see a lot of the people here, and I see the smile and different things like that. And one of them looked nice when they was coming out the shop, but me, I don't bother a whole lot of people, so that's another story. The woman that was in charge, she was nice and did nice, very excellent styles of hair, different thing like that. Nobody had any problems. So what my point of saying that is there are a lot of great and excellent hairstylists out there. Number one, let's get that in there. Women, y'all do great hair. Okay. Now let's get to the part where, because I wasn't even going to do this. I wrestled with the Lord for this for a little bit. Like, Lord, look, I don't even want. And I know I was like, I'm going to do it later. Lord, I don't even want to do this video. Like, this ain't even. I don't want to do this, man. And I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to listen and just be as delicate and informative, man, because this is really a tough topic. Stuff like this is tough for me. But I know I have other challenges to face, so I better just do what I got to do and have that toughness, that challenge. So I want to say that it's good to get your hair done, but I was watching some old movies and different things like that, and it looked like in certain salons they were getting some styles done, but some of the hairstyles they were using their regular hair to get done. I'm trying to, you got to bear with me because I'm trying to break this thing down. What's wrong with your natural hair that the Lord has blessed you with? Can I get some comments on this? Of course, likes and subscribes, but can I get some? What's wrong with the Lord, the Lord's way that He already blessed you with, that you already have here? Now, see, the reason why I don't like talking like this is because, a lot of people will think I'm coming down on them and businesses and stuff like that. Look, you know me, I ain't about that. I ain't about that. I can speak for, in the past and right now. I don't know what the future holds or, things like that. But if you're talking about in general, that's not me. I'm not trying to, do anything with your business. And I'm not even touching, I don't even touch stuff like that. That's not even because the thing is, women still gonna get their hair done regardless of what I say on this. You see? But at the same time, I do know that some people listen. And so I say to you this, because the price that the girl said it was either between $850 and $1175. Now listen, even if you got it, that's too high. Men, tell the ladies, you go get a cut. Hey babe, I'm gonna get a cut. Okay, when you be back? I don't know, maybe about 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. And that's just for driving things, stuff like that. We get there, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we out. The cut, well, before it was really cheap. You might get a good cut, $10. Now it's like maybe 20, 24 shape up, it might be 44 cut, something like that. Depending upon where you go. All depends. Depending upon, you can get a cut for $20. You can get a cut for $20. Right? So the thing is, look at that in comparison to a woman going to a beauty salon and them charging you $250 to $300. Check your history. See how the women, did their hair stuff. Check your history. And some women have done that because I used to, see, because I talk to people. So, I used to talk, I talked to someone that was, had a shorter, I just talked to the person. Shorter haircut thing like that. There was a couple females I talked to that, that was like that. They were beautiful. I had nothing to say. Beautiful. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your regular hair done. I know the glitz and glam of it. I know some of y'all like to be fancy. You got the money, you want to flaunt it, and you got it, and you want this hairstyle, and you want to do this. All that is fine. All I'm saying, this is all I'm saying. All I'm saying, right? Is be mindful. Be mindful of the hairstylist and be mindful of yourself. You spend a lot of money to get your hair done, do that the same day. The same day. Your money transaction go the same day. Okay, I'm going here to get this. I got my what y'all need? Y'all need the wigs or whatever. You bring that with you. If you can't, you order it and get it sent to your house. Or get it, something like, get it sent to your house. If you can't do that, wait till the person can get it. If they want you to give the money before that, you don't have to do that. There's so many ways that you can get your hair done without, doing the extra. See, this is good practice for me because this is this not even a deep conversation, but it's tough for me to talk about. It's very tough for me to talk about stuff like this, because I don't do that. I don't want to come off as like, oh well, he getting in that mix, especially like with the women, because I know that y'all love going to beauty salons and y'all got shop talk and stuff like that, and I don't want that part to be broken. That's a good part that y'all need too. But these prices are getting out of hand, y'all. Let's stop playing. I'm trying not to go overboard. But these prices are getting out of hand. Okay. Now, if you got it in the bank, you want to flaunt like that, you want to take a risk, you don't mind losing, go ahead. Sometimes you take risk in life, okay? If you can risk it, you don't mind losing, winning or losing, it don't matter what you, okay, I get that. I get that. But if so you got to look at that outcome. If you see that, this might not be a good idea, something like that, or it just seemed like you gotta do, because the lady had to do some traveling and things are going on and things like that. I still don't know if she got all of her money back or not, but the first thing that got me was the price of it, how much it was. Price was too great. I say, that much? I said, man, I wish I probably could have hooked up, cousin or something like that. Get one of your cousins or somebody to do your hair. Women used to have hair and just put that little bonnet thing on the back, or put it in a little ponytail or something, and that's it. You gone. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let the way that things are done. It's nothing wrong with a regular hairstyle, and then you walking out the door. Think about it. You done save some money. What's that? $300 a month? Is it $2? Is it $250? How much? Think about how much you would save to do something else. Now, say, I don't want you to take it the wrong way, so don't take it as, oh, well, he just trying to, take out the pockets of the shops and stuff like that. No, I'm not trying to do that, because, like I said, just like anything else, people are going to do what they want to do anyway. But be mindful. Be mindful. And see, like I said, this ain't even my topic. Nah, Lord, I ain't talking about that. Women and their hair. I'm not touching that. No. I said no. I said, Lord, no. I'm not doing it. Yeah, all right. He said, go ahead on and do it. I said, oh, come on, Lord. Come on, Lord. I do not want to deal in this topic. I don't want to deal with that. But I had to let y'all know. So if you get it, I'm probably going to title it, I don't know, something like Women and Hairstylists or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But, stop. The main point of it is be thankful for what the Lord gave you. You used to go get cuts all the time. They'd be about $20. Think about cutting your hair. That's an option. But now, Holy said, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that's the option. That's an option on the table. You might do the little waves or the little crinkly cut that you have. You go to the bar. It won't cost you much. But what I would suggest is to find somebody that you know and that you trust, like, find a cousin or, somebody that that you do hair that you can trust real well. And another thing, when y'all going to these shops, don't go alone. Bring one or two people with you. That'd be even better. You going somewhere, bring somebody with you. And so, y'all might be talking, how much you paying? That seemed like look, don't give her all of that right away. That's what the person might tell you. Like me, when I'm making moves and doing different things, I talk to people. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? And that might, sometimes people get, hey, nah, you don't want to do this. You want to do this. You don't want to do that. You do this right here. Well, this is how you do it. And they give me different ideas and suggestions on things. And I say, oh, real? And that saved me a lot of heartache, time, and money and things like that. So number one, I'm trying to save your pockets. Now, I know the style that she wanted was probably how she could have she could have cut that in half. Maybe pay, like for something. $425. Something like that. $550, $570, something like that. She could have paid that amount. But also think about your natural hair. Why can't you? Here's the point I'm trying to make. Why isn't the Lord's hair good enough for you? Is it because of what you see? The Lord's hair, the Lord's face, the paintbrush that he uses, his fingers, his thought. Think about it. I want to say that's almost disrespectful to him, almost, but I'm not there yet. But I want to say that's almost in a way like, saying, well, your work is not good enough. You're not. That's what you're saying when you go in and you get these styles and you pay all this money. He already gave you eyebrows and hair and eyelashes. Took the time to design it, and if anything, well, mine is nappy. You might say. We got greases and oils and different things like it's stuff that you have that's out there in nature. You go to the beauty supply store, get some stuff, put some stuff in your hair. Now I'm just about finished with this because this one hurt me because it's like, man, I gotta get on here again and kind of tell the women about certain things. But someone's got to tell you. Someone's got to tell you, and it's just like when I heard, I kept stopping the video because I just couldn't believe. I say, what amount did she say? And then I stopped and I thought about it. I said, Lord, how am I gonna talk about? Lord, I can't talk about this. This is not. I'm not talking about this. This is no. But I heard him say that, you go ahead on and do what you got to do. Go ahead on and talk about it. So again, I want to remind you that I'm not trying to disrespect any shops, businesses, hair salons, things like that. I think that's a great place for women to hang out and talk about men, because that's what y'all do there. Don't even try to say that you don't. I think it's a great place just for, to have for a female to have, their experience and kind of let loose. Same thing with the barbershop with men. We go there and we talk about women and other stuff that men talk about. And so, those places are good. I'm not shutting those places down, but if let's say you're the person going to get the hair done, be mindful of your pricing. 50, 100, 150, 200. That's not too bad. Once you go over that, start going over to the big prices, then that's when it's like, okay, it's a lot. That's a lot of money. Now, if you're in a certain field and that's how you roll, and you just, you're going to pay the money, then, that's cool. That's what you want to do. I'm talking about just like, a person that, they kind of regular, but at the same time, they still got enough money to do it. And they're maybe a little popular, a low level popular, and you can just do it. You don't have to. Think about it. Go into one of the I challenge you. Go into one of the barbershops, right? I'm not saying that you have to do this, but go in there, one of the barbershops, and look at their prices. Then go to the beauty store and see what prices that they have. Now, I already know that I might get some comments or some blowback from this because somebody still might say, "Oh well, he talking about so and so and so and so." I'm not. I'm just going to keep reminding you. Say no, I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to realize some stuff. Because if you got the money, you're gonna spend it anyway, right? So here's what I would have. Let's say I was with the female that was about to get her hair done. Oh, you about to get it done? Okay. And you told me the price. I would have said, whoa, whoa. And I want to be real loud right now, but I'm not gonna be loud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I say, what you get done? Now I'm gonna say, well, why don't you let one of your girlfriends or cousins or something like that do your hair, or do it yourself? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like, we me and you could do it together. Let me help you out. I don't know what I'm doing, so maybe you give me some instructions if you know what you're doing, and I can help you out like that. I had a woman cut my hair before, and it looked great. It looked great. And she was fine too. She was from the I think she was from NY, but she was fine. And there was no problem. We didn't have these type of, see with the hair is so delicate. Oh, don't touch my hair. Oh, see, sometimes we use that as a crutch, and it's like such a delicate topic. But the thing is, if we were to do it in a certain way, I mean, I guess most people still wouldn't like you touching it, but it wouldn't be as difficult if you didn't spend so much on it. You see? And then the next month your style changed, and then some people do it every week, every 2 weeks. That's if you play in a high bounce, that could be over 2,000. It's just think about the prices. That's all I want y'all to do. Now I'm about to finish this thing up because this topic has been really, really difficult for me. This whole time, you see, I'm like walking around a little bit. It's difficult. But this is for you, ladies. Don't say that. I didn't fight for you. Voice my opinion a little bit. All of you are beautiful. I like all the hairstylists and their the ways that they hook y'all up. I have no problem with that. I'm just trying to make a few points, and the reason why is because I keep seeing this video. So I did something small on it before. I did a real small, brief video on it before, and so I'm watching it again, and I said, not again. So then I gotta do another video on it. All I'm saying is be mindful of how much you spend. Be mindful. And have another issue is just have somewhere that's close to where you are, and you might get a good review on the place, and that way you won't have to drive too far. Because in this video, the lady had to drive a little bit, and she was tired. She had to pull over and all this other stuff. You don't have to do all that. If I needed to get my hair cut and I wanted to go to the barber, I do not have far to go. I have my own clippers as well too. You cut your own hair. You can do your own hair, ladies. We got YouTube videos. Look it up and do your hair. And I know sometimes the style is difficult and it might take you longer and different things like that. So that's why you go to places, and I understand. But to almost break your pockets, if you can't let it go, or let the money go or not really worry about it, then it ain't really worth spending like that. That's how I feel. Because if it was like $100, $200, you're like, but she spent a lot of money, and of course she had the money, but she wanted, her money because the lady, it was no reason for her. The lady had other appointments after that. Even though it was going back and forth, she had other clients, so she had the money, but who knows why? Maybe this was just a bad, a bad semi-like situation. The relationship between the two, not like they're in a relationship, but that type of hairstylist to person type relationship. So I just encourage you, and I apologize if this video is a little long, and I apologize if you feel a certain type of way, but that's not what I'm trying to make you feel. I'm just trying to give information. This is how I know that, sometimes you get the tough job. And I know that my job is sometimes tough. It's just, this is tough because it's like, it's real early and it's like, no, I don't want to do this. But then it's like, well, maybe somebody needs to hear this. And then it's like, oh man. So then I know once I start doing even more stuff, it's going to get a little tougher with certain things, but it's going to be blessed through the Lord. So I'm not worried about it. I just pray over. So I just pray over you right now. I'm just going to pray for everybody, but this is mainly for the ladies and the women who, going to different shops. And that's another thing. That's anywhere you go too. You go get your anything done. You go get anything. Bring somebody with you. Try about 3 people with you. Let people know where you're going. Maybe try to keep it local. Stuff like that is important. Little stuff like that. Stuff like if you're outside, the lights come on, get inside. I still follow that rule. I was outside and I seen the lights. I said, all right, let me hurry up and finish what I'm doing and get inside. It ain't even no reason for it to do, but hey, it's a rule is set in place. Let me go ahead on inside. Unless I'm doing something, which I was. I was on here, I was doing a video, and I said, okay, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I finished it. Lights came on, maybe, 10 minutes after that, if that, inside. Be cautious. I want y'all to be cautious. I want y'all to be safe. I want you to recognize some stuff, Yes, there are scammers out there, stuff like that. But it's just like, hey, you're gonna get your hair done. Regardless of what I said in the video, me and you both know that women are gonna get their hair done right. So basically all I'm saying is just watch how you spend, and watch where you go at, watch, the hairstyles, get some reviews and things like that. If you make that appointment and do like, we do at the barbershop. You get your hair done, you pay the people. Ask them how much it is, ask how much the price is. And another thing I've seen that I really don't want to address, but I'm going to say it briefly. Just, if you're getting your hair done, I know times are rough. Stop running out on the hairstylist. You got to do that. Tell the hairstylist that you don't have any money or cash, and tell them the reason, and tell them all that. It makes it easier. Tell them that. And maybe they'll show some lenience, maybe they won't, but see, the Lord blesses stuff like that too. You being honest. It don't seem like, oh well, I've been honest all this time and I've never seen a blessing and things of the Lord. But He does bless you. Be honest, You got a job interview, talking about like men now too, or ladies too. You don't got no cash. I'm not saying 110%, but I guarantee you that if you go into like a barbershop and you want a regular cut, look, I don't have no cash, I don't have nothing on me, but I have a job interview. Can somebody cut me? I've been working hard to get to this point. That's how you got to do stuff. Can somebody? And I'm pretty sure they've been making money and things like that. I'm pretty sure if you brought it to the table like that, that's a whole different scenario. So, whew, this was a I'm gonna have to stop right here because this is a very tough topic, and I'm gonna have to say that I appreciate your time, and I'm gonna have to say that. I'm gonna have to say thank you so much for looking. You're looking beautiful, ladies. Keep looking beautiful, but just be mindful. Think about some of the stuff that I said. Think about that high payment that you're making when you could be, if you have another partner, a man, you could be giving that to him for the bills or the kids or something. I mean, anything. It don't have to be that, but I'm just saying, just think about that. Unless a man has like a personal, hairstyles or something, they might pay like a hundred or something, depending upon what they got. But I'm talking about just average or even moderate, or even some rich men. They not paying no 100, 200, 300 for a cut. $20. I'm trying to get you to think about it. You go to the shop, you want to cut. You've been going to the shop since you're little. You're making a lot of money now. The price don't all of a sudden change. You've been paying $20 this whole time. It's still gonna be $20. It's still gonna be $30. Still gonna be $40. Whatever it is. But a general price. Call around to a few places. How much is the price? Call around to a few places. How much is that price? Woo! I gotta end it right here because it's a lot. It's a lot. These are very the tough topics that I have to address. But see how the Lord is so good to y'all that he'll go through someone like me to let you know what's really going on, to let you give out the blessing. And this is not trying to come down on anybody. I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm trying to build you up. The hairstylists normally are women too. So I'm trying to build. Let's build everybody up. Hairstylists. Let's think about the customers. Ask them, how their day's going and how your day's going. How is your day? How's the price? Is the price a good price? Those things matter. Change some of those $1,000 prices to maybe $5. Some of those $850 to $450 or $350. Just something to please the customer. Even though some designs I do kind of understand where the charge comes in, but I'm just trying to get everything on from both sides. On the customer side, hey, think about the hairstyles. Think about that they have lives too. So if you're ready to make an appointment, hey, let's get it done this day, this time. You go sit in the chair this time. You got your money this time. Everything is there, and boom, you're gone. It's always been easy. You go somewhere. It's just like if you go to like a restaurant or something like that. You go, what you do? You order what you want. And okay, this is the price. You pay them, they bring you your food. Like a fast food restaurant. They give you a ticket, you wait, you get your food. You can do that the same way. You go there. This is what you want. Maybe you pay up front, but most people feel better. They get the hair done and then they pay. Okay, you do that, and then you go about your way. That way, it's only been about maybe an hour. You leave out. You get in your car. It might take you 5 minutes to get there, and 5 minutes to get back, or 10 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to get back. In between the rest of it, it's hair time minutes. Also think about using your regular hair. The majority of the women that I was with, they had their regular hair. And I love, I love all the women that I was with, but I love the way that their style was. I had no problem. There's no problem with you the way that you are, ladies. Someone must need to hear this tonight. Listen. There's no problem the way that you are. There's no problem the way that you are right now that the Lord made you. There's no problem with your hair. There's no problem with your lashes. There's no problem with nothing that the Lord has given you. If you want to do the extra most, no one's stopping you or anything like that. But I'm just putting that out there. There's no problem with what the Lord has blessed you with. He gave you fingernails. You see? He gave you fingernails. He gave you eyebrows. See them? He gave those to you. Eyelashes. See that? See the lashes? You see that? He gave them to you. It's no problem. He gave you toenails already. He gave you these things already. Now you say, I'm trying to enhance and look good. I'm trying to keep up with so-and-so. Then you got to keep up with this person, that person. If you feel as though you have to and you're trying to keep up, go ahead and maybe if that's what you're going to do, okay. Maybe pray over it or something like that. I'm just making a point. Everybody knows that the Lord bless you with that already. Think about to when you were younger. We're talking about 99% of people. 99% of people when they're younger, they don't do that. I ain't talking about. See, that's another topic that I'm not even trying to. But think about when you were younger, you just playing and you just had your regular hair. You were fine. Go look at some of your younger pictures and you had your hair. Your hair was fine. You 1, 2 years old. You're not thinking about going to what's the name. Your hair is fine. Your makeup and all that stuff is fine. Put a little grease on your lips and go on outside, and you'll be fine. That's all I'm saying. If you're trying to keep up with people and keep up at the job and keep up over here, keep up over there, you'll be doing that for however long. You're playing keep up for however long.